Meriann Lee, who's not busy at all with the schedule that she's keeping. She is another of our nominees for the Athena Award. And next Wednesday, the Athena Award will be presented at the Emerging Women Leaders Luncheon. And our thanks to the Indiana County Chamber of Commerce, to Colonial Motor Mart for making this happen. They are co-sponsors, Colonial Motor Mart, along with Brenda Media, of the Athena Award for Indiana County. And, well, it's just a great pleasure to meet Meriann Lee today and talk with her. She's been here before in a number of different capacities. But our visit this morning is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here in the studio with us. So we were chuckling a little bit because you live in Homer City.
Yes, I do.
You teach at Purchase Line.
Yep.
And you're directing musicals for Homer Center and for River Valley.
Yes, I do.
In this school year.
Yes, I do Homer Center in the fall and River Valley in the spring.
This literally is a where do we start with you type of thing. I think where we will start is something very exciting at Purchase Line. There is actually an Athena class that you are teaching that is one of the, well, it is the first in the nation of this sort of class?
Yes, it's an elective class. It lasts for 9 weeks, and it's the first in the nation that's taught for credit. So the students actually do receive a quarter credit for the class.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. And I'm assuming you don't just come up with this off the top of your head, that this is something you have to really get trained for.
Yes, we did about 47 hours of training this summer.
Wow.
Yes, it was very intense.
Now, you said we. Was it you?
Mrs. Brzezinski, my superintendent, also did the training.
She did it too.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you talk about and teach about?
Well, there are the 8, we go through all of the principles of the Athena program. Mm-hmm. So we go through all 8 principles, and the students and I talk, and they're basically getting the same training I started with, but I'm facilitating it now. So, and we discuss everything, and they're coming a long way. We're about 6.5 weeks in, and they are really thriving. It's really a joy to see how much they're embracing the program, and they want to be great leaders.
Give me an idea of some of the topic areas that you cover.
So we talk about the principles. We start with live authentically. It's talking about living to your core values. And we talk about things like building relationships and collaborating with people. And there's a module for each principle, and then we discuss it deeply. And we take a test called the predictive index, where it talks about your personality, and it talks about how you present yourself and who you truly are, and it applies them to the principles, which is kind of a hard concept for adults to grasp. So we have to really work with the students to bring it to their level, but they're doing a great job with it. Yeah. And they have wonderful ideas. And it's just a joy to see them growing. And I've had them say to me, Mrs. Lee, this has made me a better person.
Oh, nice.
Which is so nice. And they've become a very close-knit group. It's 8 students. And they are all supporting each other. And it's students that wouldn't normally be together all the time. So it's really nice to see them embrace each other and the differences they each have. And I actually have a student who's going to speak about our class at the luncheon next week. And she has made it was just seamless. She highlights each student in the class. Wow. And it's wonderful.
So there are 8 students in the class now. What year in school are they in?
It's 9 through 12.
9 through 12.
So yeah, we have everybody. We have.
And you have one from each of those?
We do not have. I don't believe we have any 10th graders currently, but we do have 9th and 11th and 12th.
That's interesting because that's a wide range of experiences, let alone of grade levels. So a 9th grader might receive this class a little differently than somebody who's a senior.
Definitely. But it's really nice to see them work together and thrive and just learn from each other. They lead within the class, and then they're trying to bring it into the rest of the district. So the plan is to make it into a club for the remainder of the year, and then continue next year and grow the program.
Wow. So did it start at the first week of the school?
Yes, it started the very first day.
So it's just about over?
End of the month, but they don't want it to end. They don't want the class to end. Many of them tell me it's their favorite part of the day. Even students that were very hesitant, I was talking to other teachers in the building, and they said they see a difference in the student, that they're thriving in other classes. They're more open. They work together with other students better because it changes your whole outlook.
So Purchase Line is the first 4-credit class of
Yes.
this type in the entire nation. I'm assuming that since it's a program that others are going to jump on board with this, other school
I
districts,
would surely hope so.
across the nation.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I know that some of the schools in the area have it as a club, but we are the ones that have it as a class, and I see them every day.
Wow. So talking with Mrs. Brzezinski and with others in the school district about making this into a 4-credit class, you had to have the support of the school board, I'm assuming.
Well, actually, Mrs. Brzezinski is the one that came to me to teach the class.
Oh, okay.
And asked me to do it. And it's been a wonderful experience. Wow. It really has.
That's terrific. All right. So tell me about teaching music at Purchase Line, because we've had the Purchase Line students come in and they have sung for us, and we've had them come in and they've played instruments for us. And it seems like it's a thriving program, the music program.
It is a thriving program. It's gone through some changes in the past few years. I actually taught elementary music there for 20 years. And about 3 years ago, I was moved into the high school position when one of our teachers retired. So I'm now the high school vocal coach or vocal teacher. And I also teach 8th grade general music and some guitar and piano and some different things. It was definitely a transition to go from elementary school to high school, but I very much enjoy the position, a lot more than I thought I would, honestly, because I was elementary for so long. But yeah, I work with all the vocal students and we do different things, and they're thriving and growing every day. It makes me very proud of them.
Music teachers fascinate me because you know so much of music theory. You have to know vocal. And in most cases, you're going to know 1, 2, or even 3 instruments. And there could be students who come along and want to play an instrument that you're not familiar with.
Yes.
and when that happens, you have to scramble a little bit, don't you?
It is a challenge. I will be honest, I don't have the most experience in guitar, but I teach guitar. So when I started at the high school, I hadn't taught guitar for since my student teaching experience 20 years prior. So there was a lot of refreshing that had to happen. And I kind of learn a little bit with the students. And I do have students that sometimes come in and they are more advanced than I am. And that can be a challenge, but we always find ways to push them. I see where they are. And that's the other interesting thing about music is each student learns at a different pace.
Sure.
And so you have to meet them where they are and then push them to advance. And I have to constantly remind them, you can't pay attention to what the person next to you is doing because they're at a different spot than you are. And we all move at our own pace, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's interesting because we were talking about that. I was talking about that with an author friend of mine who has written a book about running. It's a lot the same. When you're running, you're basically competing against yourself, even though there's somebody beside you that they might be faster, they might be better endurance, they might be a little bit lesser of a runner than you, but you're still all in the same pool together doing what you do. And it works that way with music.
Yes, it does, because everybody has their own talents and their own strengths. And the point is to just push yourself to do better. And it's okay if you're struggling with something. Sometimes we have to talk about the frustrations. I have a piano group right now, and I have football players, and I have students that have played before. I have students that have never touched a piano before. And it's so funny to see them because we talk about that frustration level. And I actually sometimes have to compare it to playing football. I say, you have muscle memory. You don't have to think about all the steps when you throw that football on the field right now. You've got to learn to trust yourself. Same thing with the piano. You have to learn to trust yourself.
Are there breakthrough moments?
Always. And it's always great to see when they get it and when they accomplish something they've been struggling with.
Yeah. Meriann Lee, is our guest this morning. She is a teacher at Purchase Line, a music teacher, but she is also a director of musicals at both Homer Center and at River Valley. So you're working on Homer Center's musical right now?
Yes, we are. We're doing The Addams Family.
The Addams Family?
Yes.
Yeah. So when is it?
That is in mid-November. We have November 14, 15, and 16.
And it's coming together?
It is coming together. It's a slow but sure process. We practice almost every day, minus Fridays because it is football season.
Sure.
And Wednesdays, when most of my cast has marching band, but we practice every day. And when we're not practicing, we're building and painting and costuming and doing everything to get it all together.
Yeah. Well, musicals are so fun.
They are fun.
They're a ton of work.
A lot of work.
I don't think people realize how much behind the scenes
Yes.
work is going on, but then the actors and the musicians and everybody, I mean, the choreographers, everybody is working really, really hard.
It is definitely an effort of collaboration. We have a great team that works together. I have co-directors. My husband actually helps to build the sets, and we all work together to make it happen. We have our new director at Homer Center is taking on the pit this year, and she's jumping in head first, ready to go with us.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. Things are going well then. So you're going to be at the Emerging Women's Luncheon next Wednesday at the Indiana Country Club. You'll be, of course, with other groups from other schools and with some folks who have been leading in terms of women in business for many, many years. It's really going to be good for the girls to see this.
It really is. And I actually do have one boy in my class.
Oh, good.
So, and it's going to be a great experience for them. They're very excited. We had an etiquette presentation yesterday. So we talked about etiquette to get them ready for the fancy dinner at the country club that some of them have never had the opportunity to experience. So that's going to be an experience in itself. But they're very excited to go and meet some of the other students from other schools and some of these business women that they can look up to.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful event. Well, thank you so much for coming in, visiting with us this morning. Now you got to go to school.
I do. I'm going to go continue to learn constantly as one of the principals of Athena. So I'm going to go continue to learn about teaching for myself to better myself and my students.
She is Meriann Lee. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 25 minutes after 8 o'clock, Boomer Sports next, and then a visit from our WCCS newsroom with Matt Lewis.